Gotta get it. Whoa. She's awake this morning.
Yay.
Early riser. Early bird gets the worm.
It's not that early. Thanks, babe.
7 o'clock's early for you.
Shush, my God.
Yum.
Yum. You have keys?
So here we are in the Mojave. We got in around 7 o'clock last night, so it was dark, pitch black, there's no lights out here. Like I said last night, that's one of my favorite things about driving in, is that you have no idea what you're driving into. And that's one of her least favorite things, because she likes to know where she's going. I think that's why we work so well together.
Yeah, something like that.
Because you're crazy, I'm not crazy.
Okay.
So this morning we're just taking a little walk, drinking some coffee, and then probably just get back out on the road, get to Vegas today. Back in the desert for less than like 30 minutes and you're already lizarding.
I don't know if it counts as lizarding when it's on cement.
All right, so it's food prep time.
So we don't just eat hot dogs.
So we don't just eat hot dogs. We got some chicken. We're gonna put some barbecue sauce on it and then throw it in the Instant Pot. This is probably one of our favorite things in the van. So normally if we have a little bit of a drive, since it does take up a lot of power, we'll just cook something in the Instant Pot while we drive, and it works out totally fine. So what do we have on the menu?
Yeah, chicken with some veggies.
So once again at Grocery Outlet, found this barbecue sauce, no sugar, unsweetened, $2 instead of like $6.
Right, onions.
Really slathering it on there.
So yeah, basically we just prep it. Right when we start driving, we just start up the pressure cooker and it does its thing while we are on the road, and we don't really lose power to our batteries.
Can't see on that side, but there we go.
Oh, you're just going for it. Cindy.
I looked, but I couldn't really see.
Landscape's really starting to change.
So cool looking.
It's pretty exciting. It's starting to look like another planet.
Well, we don't know what other planets really look like, so how can you compare that? It's how you imagine another planet looking?
Okay. I've seen sci-fi before.
Okay, well, all of those were on Earth.
Heal 60 restrooms, no waiting. Alcoholic.
Here we are. Made it. Work life in a van always requires a few things. Laptop, hard drive, and the hotspot, which is always slow internet, or the struggle to find internet. How's the search?
Fine.
Tell me things.
Trying to plan the next week. And the fact that I need internet is inconvenient.
Okay, so After 3 days of driving? 4 days of driving, we've made it to Vegas. I'm always so conflicted when I come here because there's so much of what we love and then there's so much of what we hate. And it's an interesting place to like be in that.
Hate's such a strong word.
Like every building that you drove by today, you're
I
like,
know.
ugh. You know, we obviously come here for the immense nature and beautiful surroundings and availability to climbing and all of that. But since the last time we've been here, things have changed.
I think the last time we were here was like January 2019.
Yeah, and
So almost 2 years.
for one, I'm sure COVID had a lot to do with that. But for two, I think the whole van life thing really exploded and a lot of van lifers kind of ruined it for everyone, because now we're seeing signs pretty much everywhere in our old spots saying either no parking or no overnight camping, including in motor vehicles. So it's kind of changed the dynamic of this trip just a little bit. So we're trying to figure that out.
We don't know exactly why these things happen, so can't place blame on it.
I will place blame on all the idiots out there because there's a lot of idiots.
Okay, well then you have to say what that even means.
People pooping on the side of the road, people leaving their trash everywhere, people like having fires on the side of the road and like group camping together. Although that sounds fun, it also like really brings attention to all the people in vans. So like these are all things that we've seen over, you know, the years that we've been in and out of the van. And it's just like, what are you doing, people? Like, I understand that you're trying to have fun, but
We all have to be respectful.
Yeah.
Like we're on public property and we have the privilege of staying the night there.
Yeah.
And we have to treat it accordingly, not take advantage of the situation.
So anyways, this next week is
So
going to
anyways, there's not a lot of places to camp around Red Rock, or rather even park and sleep in the vehicle. And also now there's a reservation system to get into Red Rock Canyon. All it means is that usually we are not planners per se in regards to our van trips, but now we're gonna have to do a little more planning around when do we actually want to be in Red Rock and for how long and when are we gonna do things outside of that area. And we have 2 friends meeting us, and so that makes it like a little more needs to be planned because they only have a certain amount of days here and we want to make sure that we get to have a good time.
And apparently they're not planners, so that makes it more difficult. AJ?
Whatever. Anyway. Again, let's not place blame on people.
Anyways, so we'll see how this week goes. I'm still excited to be here. I'm still excited to get outside and climb on them rocks.
The desert is really nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful here, and it's just a couple of hurdles that we did not foresee. In the end,
We probably could have found that out by doing a little research, but we didn't.
in the end, it's not that big of a deal. We're still out in the van, and it's nice to be out here. So what are we going to do tomorrow?
Well, of course. Anyways.
So we're climbing tomorrow anyways.